Hi guys, and welcome as we continue our lecture series on number bases. In this video, we are looking at how to subtract number-based systems. To subtract numbers in other bases apart from base 10, we need to consider the following examples. Okay, so these are two very simple examples that we need to start with in order to be able to do more complex ones. So we have 13 base 5 minus 4 base 5. So when we are looking at how to add number-based systems, we converted the incorrect base number to a correct base form. For example, when we had 8 base 5, we knew that 8 cannot be a number in base 5 because all the numbers in base 5 are less than 5. Therefore, we had to convert 8 to numbers less than 5. How we did that was we divided 8 by 5 and we got 1. And then the remainder was 3, so we wrote down the 3. That means 8 base 5, which is not correct, was converted to 13 base 5. So when we are subtracting number-based systems, we are going to do this opposite. So in subtraction, we do the opposite. In addition, we do this, okay? So here, we are supposed to subtract 13 minus 4. These are numbers in base 5. But when we look closely, we are going to see that 3 minus 4 is not possible. So we'll bring the 1 here. Therefore, here we have 0. So we now have 13 minus 4. But before we do 13 minus 4, we have to carry out this process. 13 in its correct form is 8 base 5 in its incorrect form. Therefore, we are going to do 8 minus 4. This is what we are going to do. We are not going to do 13 minus 4. We are going to do this incorrect form of this number in base 5 minus 4. So it's going to be 8 minus 4, which will give us 4 base 5. Okay? And here we have 0. So 0 minus 0, there will be nothing here. So 13 base 5 minus 4 base 5 is actually going to be 4 base 5. Now let's look at this second one. 31 base 6 minus 5 base 6. So 31 base 6 minus 5 base 6. So 1 minus 5 is not possible. So we'll take out 1 from here. We have 11. 11, this will become 2. So we cannot do 11 minus 5 because this number has to be converted to the incorrect form of 11 base 6. So 11 base 6 is the correct form. How do we get the incorrect form? We're going to write down 11. This number here is going to multiply 6. And then when you do that, remember when we are doing this, we divided by 5 to get 1. But now we are doing the opposite, so we are multiplying by 6 because we are working with base 6. So we are multiplying by 6. So 1 multiplied by 6 is going to give us 6 plus 1. And that will give us 7. So the incorrect form of 11 base 6 is 7 base 6. Looking at this, you know that 7 base 6 is not possible because 7 is bigger than 6. So it is this 7 we are going to use to subtract 5. So this 11 base 6 is the same thing as 7 base 6. 7 minus 5 will give us 2. So this will be 2. And then here we have 2 minus nothing, which will give us 2. So that means 31 base 6 minus 5 base 6 is going to give us 22 base 6. Okay? So with this, we are going to step up a little to solve more complex problems. If you don't understand it, what I would suggest is watch the video 2 times at least. Go through it twice, and then I think you will understand it by then. But as we solve more complex examples, I think you will still understand it better. Example, simplify 4, 2, 3 base 5 minus 2, 4, 4 base 5. Okay, so let's look at this simple question. So we have 4, 2, 3 and 2, 4, 4. both in base 5. So we are subtracting. 3 minus 4 is not possible, right? So we borrow 1 from 2, bring it here, it is going to give us 13. So here remains 1. So 13 minus 4, if we do 13 minus 4, we are going to have a number bigger than 5, which will be 9. So in order to avoid that, the first thing we do, we change this 13 base 5 to the incorrect form, which we have gotten to be 8 base 5. So we are going to use 8 minus 4, which will give us 4. Okay. Now, what we have here is 1 instead of 2. So 1 minus 4 is not possible. So we'll borrow 1 from here to put here. This will become 11. So we have 3 left. So we're going to change 11 base 5 to the incorrect form. So how do we do that? We have 11. So we are going to multiply this first one by 5. 1 multiplied by 5 will give us 5 plus 1 plus this one, which will give us 6. So it is this 6 base 5, which is the incorrect form of 11 base 5, we are going to use to subtract 4. So 6 minus 4 is going to give us 2. Okay? And then here we have 3 minus 2, which is possible. 3 minus 2 will give us 1. So this is our answer for base 5. So let's look at another example. Simplify. 1131 base 6 minus 455 base 6. So we have 1131 base 6 minus 455 base 6. So we have 1131 base 6, 455 base 6. So we are subtracting. Okay. So 1 minus 5 is not possible. So we have to borrow 1 from here to bring here. So we have 11 base 6. 11 base 6, we have to convert it to the incorrect form. So 11 here, we multiply the first value by 6 since we are converting in base 6. So 1 multiplied by 6 will give us 6 plus this one. So everything will be 7 base 6. So we are going to use this 7 to subtract 5. Instead of using 11 to subtract 5, we are going to use this 7, which is incorrect form of base 6, to subtract 5. So here will be 2. We are left with 2 here. So we'll borrow 1 from here to add here. This becomes 12. So now we can do 12 minus 5, which is the wrong step. We have to convert 12 to the incorrect form of base 6. So we have 1 and 2. This first one we multiplied by 6. This gives us 6 plus 2. So 12 base 6 is the same thing as 8 base 6. Now we can use 8 to subtract 5, which will give us 3. Okay. Now we have 0 here. 0 cannot subtract 4, so we'll borrow 1 from here to add here. So this becomes 10. We cannot directly say 10 minus 4. So what we have to do, we have to convert 10 to the incorrect form of base 6. So we have 10. 1 is going to be multiplied by 6. This will give us 1 multiplied by 6. 6 plus 0 is equal to 6. So 6, this 6 we get here will now be used to subtract 4. 6 minus 4 will give us 2. Now we have 0 here. 0 minus 0 will give us 0. So this becomes our final answer. 2, 3, 2 base 6. Very simple. Hope you understood what we have done. If you did, try out this classwork and leave your answer in the comment section. Okay? Simplify. 675 base 9 minus 368 base 9. Okay, I'd like to see your answer to this question. In our next video, we're going to be looking at how to multiply number-based systems. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.